Let's be real. Most people don't know how to love properly. They crave connection but can't handle closeness. They chase relationships without ever asking themselves why they keep breaking the ones that they pray for. But the truth is, it's not that love is hard, it's that healing is. Because loving properly requires self-awareness, and most people are still stuck in survival. Let's go. Hey love, welcome to the Solo Woman Collective. I'm Laquana, creator of the Detachment Diary. If you've ever stayed too long, begged for clarity, or lost yourself trying to be enough, you're in the right place. This is your space to reset, rebuild, and remember who you are. Here we talk about breakups, toxic cycles, emotional healing, and the rituals that help you rebuild, not for him, but for you. What's up, guys? So you see the title and you see the video topic, okay? Today we're talking about why so many people struggle to love properly. I came up with this, guys, just after just doing massive research and just thinking about my experiences and after going through my healing journey and such and talking to other people. And these are the points that I came up with that make sense to me on why people struggle to love so properly. Let's be honest. You have more toxic relationships than not. I am not saying that there are not relationships out here that are not amazing, where the people were absolutely meant for each other and they're doing great and they're thriving in their relationships and their marriages. But in my opinion, most people I feel like are settling, just tolerating each other. Are they just there to say they got somebody? Let's be real, because 9 times out of 10, either one person don't know how to love the other one properly, or neither one of them know what to do. Okay, so if you agree with any of these points, please share some love in the comment section. And if you want to add it to this list, feel free to do so. If you disagree, let me know why. Okay. All right. So number one, I really feel like that most people don't know how to love properly because most people are in survival, not self-awareness. Okay. Listen. Most of us know what that survival mode feel like, okay? Like if you, especially you're a millennial or older, you know what that survival mode feels like. Most people never stop to ask themselves the hard questions, okay? Here's number one. Why do I shut down when things get too close? Why do I chase validation instead of choosing partnership? Because there's a difference between choosing validation and partnership. Let's be honest. Third question. Why do I keep recreating pain instead of building peace? Now, some of us are building this pain unconsciously. It's not conscious. They're doing it unconsciously. But if you really sit and take the time and evaluate your relationship right now, your past relationship, which one did you do more of? Asking these questions is going to require healing, okay? And that is why a lot of people do not want to ask the tough questions, because it requires work. Healing requires work. It takes being honest with yourself, and it takes humility. Everybody want to feel like they got it figured out. They want to feel like I know it all, like nothing's wrong with me. But let's be honest, not everyone's actually built for that yet. When you look at the man in the mirror and you be honest with yourself, a lot of us are actually not built for that yet. It's gonna bring up some questions also about your past, about your upbringing, and about some other people in your life, and we ain't ready for it. Number 2, unhealed people don't even know that they're hurting others. They don't know. Avoidance, number 1, which I have a lot of experience with this, okay? Avoidance, love bombers. I have experience with some love bombers, okay? I don't have men say I love you in 2 days. Emotionally inconsistent people. Let's be clear. If you're dealing with any one of those types, they're not always malicious. They're messy. Okay, let's just be clear. They're a mess. They're a mess in their brains and in everything that they do. They're confused. And they're operating from old wounds, repeating patterns that feel familiar but not healthy. And that's where them familiar spirits come from. And when I tell y'all, those familiar spirits is something serious. But they also confuse control for connection, intensity for intimacy, availability for love, presence over peace, okay? They enter relationships not to give love, but to get relief. I'm not saying that I'm not relegating this to a man or a woman's thing, but I notice that in my personal life, my personal experience, I notice that a lot of men do this, okay? Whenever they are on the cusp of a breakup with a woman, and in their minds, they know they no longer want to be there. They don't leave to do the work. They go find backup. They go find another woman to nurture, to build her up. If she might already been there though. She probably was already there, but now she's going to come out of the shadows and he's going to train her up. And when she's good and ready, now he's ready to exit the other relationship. I don't want to say that's only men, because women do that too. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me take that back. That's a man and a woman thing, because I've heard women do that too. When they know that they're ready to leave a man, instead of just leaving him and going and do the work, they will go find somebody else first. That way the new person can step right into place. That way they never have to feel the pain. The pain is still there, but you put a bandage on it. And now you're just continuing this perpetual cycle over and over and over again. Think about it. Number 3. Now, you know I had to put this in here. Social media has made shallow connection feel extra soulful, deep. Social media is a problem, y'all. It's a gift and a curse, and I'm gonna be real. Social media has blessed me in a lot of ways, but when it comes to relationships and real connections, it's really done some damage. We're living in an era where a DM feels like interest. A DM feels like interest. A like feels like effort. And a good morning text feels like intimacy. But none of that means someone is ready to love you deeply. None of that means that that person is ready to love you deeply. We're overwhelmed with access and undernourished in action. People love words, y'all. People love words. They love to tell you what they will do and what they can do, but don't actually do it. And what makes social media great for some people is it allows them to really be the best talker they've ever been in their whole life. Or be who they really aren't. Hide behind a keyboard, hide behind a screen, and say all of the right things. Really put up this persona like they are really who you should choose. And on the other side, who's getting the good morning text just wants the attention. They want the validation. So they overlook the action. Number 4, y'all, this list hits, and I know it do. I put some time in this, okay? I know it hit. You ain't even got to tell me. I know it do. People want love, but not the work it requires. People want love, but not the work that it requires, y'all. Like, if you are really loving someone properly, it takes work. It takes work. It is not one of those puppy love things that you had back in high school. Everyone wants the comfort and the validation of love, but not the accountability, empath, or emotional regulation that it takes to actually sustain love. I'm gonna let that sit on your brain for a second. Yeah, excuse me, I'm thirsty today. That's why you keep running into almost people. almost ready, almost healed, and almost available. They want the feeling of love, but not the responsibility of it. Okay? Because love takes compromise. Let's be honest, it takes a lot of compromise, and it takes a lot of selfless acts. And a lot of us are selfish. We want it our way or the highway. And if it's not going our way, you don't love me like that. You got to be willing to go above and beyond. You got to be willing to break your neck. I want to see blood, sweat, and tears out of you to prove that you love me. That's the problem. That's the problem. They don't want to meet you halfway. So here's the truth. Here's the truth that brings peace, okay? If you are asking yourself, why have I not been loved properly? Or why can't I love properly? You're not asking for too much. You're asking for what's rare. Yes, I said it. It's rare. You learning how to love is you becoming something that's rare. And I'm talking about a healthy love. I'm not talking about just the showing up, being there for somebody. I'm talking about actually loving them, like truly being there. Here's the thing. You've simply outgrown the level where the majority is still operating. You're learning to love from wholeness, y'all, not hunger. And when I tell you that love from wholeness is going to hit so much more different, y'all, I just know, like, whenever God grants me that new partnership or whatever, I don't know when it's going to happen. All I know is it's going to happen, okay? This time around, it's going to hit so much different. I already know. Because I found love and peace within myself. And I already know what the qualities, what type of qualities I must possess in order to love someone else, because I've already done it for myself. I've already done it for myself. So keep being the love that you wish you existed. Keep holding space without lowering your standards. Please don't lower your standards, please. When someone finally matches your effort, energy, and your emotional maturity, let's be clear, it's going to feel unreal because it'll finally be real. And the way that you know you're healed, you're not going to question it. A lot of us, we're still broken. We're still broken. And the way that we know it is because we've actually had encounters of someone who knew how to love us in the real whole kind of way. But we were so used to dysfunction that we rejected it. We felt like it wasn't real. We felt like it was a front. We felt like you were just lying to me. You're just trying to get something out of me. But once you heal, you'll see it for what it is, because you are the same. You have those same qualities about you. So you know that this is real. So if this message hit home for you guys, I want you to join my free community. I will link the link in the description. It's called Don't Text Him, Join This Group Instead. And that is where women like you are healing, detaching, and becoming the kind of love that doesn't chase, never chase, boo. As a matter of fact, somebody left a comment on one of my posts talking about the man that you chased didn't choose you. Boo, I never chased. And I never put myself in a position to have to feel like I have to be chosen. I attract, okay? Let's be clear. I attract. Anyways, guys, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your next level of love starts with self-awareness, not survival. If you want to keep this journey going, be sure you watch the next video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.